Here is a different map, Kintyre, Scotland, which immediately makes me apprehensive about playing, if only because we would have to hear Bill's atrocious Scottish accent for 3/4 of the mission. But it's billed as 40 kilometers by 40 kilometers, so I've just sat down to start off, and I'm looking at this map. Each one of these, holy cow. So each one of these smaller grid lines, I'm guessing, is a kilometer. Roughly, that would be right. Okay. Very hilly, very, yep. And again, we are here. I figure I'll just fly up a little bit, cut over, and then take a look at this area over here. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Found a base somebody had set up over here when they created the map. Just seemed like a good place to spot, or to start. It's also pretty flat. Looking at this in the 3D editor, in the, oh my god, that is 16 kilometers. Wow. Folks, this was only 1 gigabyte. In comparison, most of the maps that have been add-on that I've been looking at, Ural, Essaker, Nam, those are all in the 5 gig range, and they're not as big. Funny thing about the textures flying over here, these look pretty bland and just splotches of color. The closer you get, the more textured this is going to look. Also slower. And of course, the grass texture isn't all that perhaps noteworthy or whatnot, but so you can definitely see there's grass, there's textures, and butterflies. Kinda wanna go joyriding over here. Alright, first off, if this was a map and you were infantry, this will suck ass big time. Big open area, yeah, you're just a target for any air or tank or anything like that. But out of here on the hills, on the other side of the hills is a bunch of trees, which I guess you would call a forest. But down in this draw, yeah, that's where infantry would live. But jump in some Land Rovers, recreate the old Desert Rats TV series, where you're out in long range patrols, do it something like this, or tank versus tank, or and the one thing I don't notice in here, and I know this was, I think, listed as a beta map or something like that, is I don't really see a lot of settlements or build-ups. In the Eden 3D editor, you can easily do that yourself. Roads would be an issue. I haven't tried putting down roads. I think that's part of the texture editor, which is separate. I know there were some that were listed on the map. Wow, that's a lot of forest. I'm going to take a slight detour and go take a look at these off to our northeast. Along the coast are some towns. I just want to go take a look at those. There's your highway, though, or goes out probably to a logging camp, maybe. Still, it's a road, and that should take us to a town. What do you know? Due north. Alright, so there's some stuff right over there. Wasteland? DayZ would be good on this. Again, Bill and the accent, but... Alright, so there are some towns. Surely there's got to be some villages in the inland, built up areas. "11 kilometers ahead." Okay, there's a farmsteads. Couple. Alright. Down in the low areas, then there's things to do. At least it gives you cover to cover. Like I said, if you were infantry and you were spotted up on these big open expanses, anything with good visual, whether it's a aircraft or a tank with good long-range optics or thermals at night, not be fun. Doesn't feel like we're going fast, but 100 kilometers is not bad. Now, I was originally going to cut west at that big mountain up there. And actually, I think there's a big mountain on the other side of this one. So I'm just going to fly over to the side of it. Just see if I can get a visual on how big it is. I mean, at this point, it's only 6 clicks away. 7. Good grief. Alright, I get that it's 40 kilometers and all that, but if this is a little too much up here. Yeah, why not? What are these bogs? The moors. Okay, I already want less of this. This should be a little bit smaller. Make that a lot. I mean, because most action's already going to take place in those forests that we've been in through numerous valleys, or the towns. I don't have no idea what you would do up here. Unless it's tanks or something like that, but that's just whoever's twitchier on the optics and on the guns. And yeah, this is going to be a really, really interesting feature. I really should have taken a jet. I'm sure at some point this helicopter is just going to fall apart. Yeah, okay, that was something of a letdown. Of course, with all the contour lines, they're not very sharp, but let's just head west. Doesn't feel like I'm moving fast at all. It's 150 kilometers. Alright, so if we keep this heading, should hit a little sea in between us and then the other island, which at this point I'm pretty much guessing is going to be the exact same thing. And this was the smallest one. Well, maybe not total area, but God, this is... Let's go over here. Let's see what this is. Alright, 7 kilometers. Well, road, and here's the sea. I mean, I guess you could maybe sea invasion, but then you'd hit that big open swath of area and not really want to do anything. I mean, frankly, if this is anything like the real Scotland, then it's no wonder that that they kept having trouble with the British. I mean, who'd want to stay in Scotland? Yeah, okay. This, maybe you want to recreate a scene out of True Lies? You know, there are 2 independent islands up here. Surely a ferry service would be far more economical. There is a politician out there, and mark my words, his son owns a concrete factory. Alright, well, you got a bridge. Because why the hell not? Maybe this island's going to be a little bit more densely packed, a little bit better for stuff. Alright. Wow, this little town, it looks like the entertainment equivalent in Arma 3 of Cleveland. You okay? Is that an airfield? No. Does look like there's more vegetation. You know, more opportunity for towns and everything along. So maybe you'd do more stuff over on this side. I mean, I wonder if like there's a rivalry between the two islands. You know, the Westies and the Indies. And really? You stopped a road right there? Concrete factory. Mark my words. But then I don't see any soccer fields or any way for them to, you know, bash it out in a non-violent way of which island is better. I mean, alright, we have a road. Road looks to go ahead. Yeah, there. Wow. Alright, there's the natural selector right there. Road bent curves around. Wait, no. I don't know which is worse. The bridge or this road? I mean, what the hell? Why would you do that? Don't tell me logging. Why would they pave it? Cement factory. You know what? Just rename this whole map. Forget anything else. Just name it I Know a Guy. He can get you a discount. Yeah, don't even care anymore. I mean, you know, this reminds me more of like Western Germany, all the World War III stuff. And I guess maybe in that respect it could be fun, it could be doable. I just would not want to do anything on that other island. But right here, yeah, looks fun. Maybe you can fight over control of roads that lead nowhere. Maybe the island was built by Sarah Winchester. I don't know. Ooh, Campbelltown. Built up area, and I really I have no desire to see it. There was the airport. I think you could definitely do some stuff with infantry, maybe light vehicles. I think that would be some fun stuff. You could put in anything you want. That's certainly doable for tanks and so on. But I think it's really hard to get a map good for infantry that's good for everything else, and this area right here looks like it would be good for anything. Maybe that's worth the gig.